Have you ever wondered what makes a relationship really strong? Or, on the contrary, what factors predict its inevitable failure? Relationships can seem like a mysterious terrain full of ups and downs. And while love is a powerful force, it's not always enough. According to recent studies, 40% of couples face serious difficulties in the first years of living together. But what makes some relationships thrive while others fall apart? In this video, I'll reveal 5 key signs that will help you identify if your relationship is at risk and what you can do about it. From invisible red flags to habits that could be eroding your connection without you even realizing it. Stay tuned to the end to find out how to prevent the most common mistakes and strengthen your relationship. To start, let's talk about something fundamental: romantic attraction. It's the spark that lights the flame of most relationships. But as many experts agree, romance alone isn't enough to sustain a long-term relationship. At first, that honeymoon phase makes us see everything through rose-colored glasses, overlooking signs that may become critical later on. The initial infatuation is intense, but eventually the emotions stabilize, and what remains is the true foundation on which the relationship should be built. A classic example is that of couples who, after a few months, discover that they have few interests in common beyond physical attraction. You may be attracted to the way your partner makes you feel, but do you share similar life goals? According to studies, 62% of relationships that fail do so because of a lack of compatibility in key areas, such as values and long-term goals. If your relationship is based solely on romance, without a deeper connection, chances are that problems will eventually start to arise. Another critical point is respect and admiration. As psychologist Walter Riso explains, admiration is an essential component of lasting love. It's not just about being physically attracted, but about admiring your partner for who they are, their values and abilities. If you don't feel this genuine admiration for your partner, it may be an indication that the relationship is not strong enough to face the challenges of the future. Now that we've established how important it is to build a strong foundation beyond romantic attraction, it's time to delve into the key signs that indicate a relationship is at risk. Recognizing these patterns early can make the difference between saving a relationship or seeing it fall apart. First, emotional imbalance in the relationship. A healthy relationship involves reciprocity. Both must be equally committed. If you feel like you're always the one setting up dates, starting conversations, or solving problems, this may be a sign that your partner isn't as involved. According to studies, 70% of relationships that are unbalanced in terms of emotional stress end in breakup. While all couples go through ups and downs, this kind of constant imbalance is a sign that something deeper is wrong. Second, lack of open communication. Communication is one of the fundamental pillars of any relationship. A study revealed that 67% of couples who do not communicate effectively end up facing conflicts that worsen over time. It's not just about talking, but about actively listening to your partner and being willing to solve problems together. If discussions turn into constant fights without reaching solutions, it is a sign that both are more focused on winning than on understanding each other. Third, frequent and volatile fights. All couples argue, and an occasional disagreement can be healthy. However, if most of your conversations end in fights, this may be a sign that the differences are too deep. Studies show that couples who argue frequently, without resolving their conflicts, have a 25% higher separation rate than those who learn to handle their disagreements constructively. Fourth, loss of mutual admiration. As we mentioned earlier, mutual admiration is key. Without admiration, a relationship can become monotonous and lose emotional connection. Couples who manage to keep that admiration alive, even after years together, have a much greater chance of staying together. These signs may appear gradually, but it is crucial to identify and address them before the damage is irreparable. In the next part, we will look at how you can work on these aspects to prevent your relationship from falling into a rut or constant conflict. Here comes the most important point. All relationships require ongoing work, but the effort is worth it if both are committed to improving. The key is not to avoid problems, but to know how to face them. And there is one fundamental concept that can make all the difference: empathy. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to understand what your partner is feeling and respond compassionately. According to a study by the University of California, couples who practice empathy in their relationship are 40% more likely to stay together long-term. When you understand your partner from a place of empathy, arguments become opportunities for growth, rather than battles that wear down the relationship. Picture this. Your partner comes home after a bad day, and instead of complaining or explicitly asking for something, he or she just wants to be quiet. Empathy in this situation allows you to recognize that it is not a rejection of you, but that they simply need space to process their emotions. Responding with understanding rather than frustration is what builds a strong bond. Another key point is the willingness to change together. No relationship is perfect, but couples who manage to adapt, learn, and grow together are the ones that thrive. If both are committed to improving the relationship, even the most complex problems can be overcome. Remember, a solid relationship is not one that never has conflicts, but one that knows how to resolve them with respect and empathy. In short, building a strong relationship involves much more than love and attraction. It requires open communication, mutual admiration, emotional balance, and above all, empathy. If you have identified any of the risk signs in your relationship, it is not too late to change course. Remember, true success in a relationship is not in avoiding problems, but in learning to overcome them together. If this video has helped you reflect on your relationship, give it a like and share it with someone who also needs it. Subscribe for more content on relationships, personal growth, and practical tips to improve your daily life. And tell us in the comments, which of these signs have you noticed in your relationship? We would love to hear about your experience. Don't forget that you can also check out our other videos on how to maintain a happy and healthy relationship. See you in the next video.